Heracles Almelo Football Club is a workhorse in the Dutch First Division. No stars and footballers' salaries are less than €10,000 a month. Success is measured here in their ability to avoid relegation. But now the club may have just come up with a new secret weapon. It's just one of two Dutch Premier League teams to play on artificial grass, and engineers have placed 44 sensors underneath the turf to provide pinpoint data about the state of play on the pitch. The full cost is around €700,000. The club could never afford it, but artificial grass maker Tenkat is the club's main sponsor and created the sensors, which can measure the amount of pressure being put on the pitch, wear and tear, and in the not too distant future, which players work hardest and who isn't putting their weight.
The long-term goal is that you measure not only the playing characteristics and the playing field, how it is used, but also what the player does on the field, his position, how much oxygen he is using. You can measure, in principle, the heartbeat of a player.
This intelligent pitch has the blessing of UEFA, and calls for video replays could soon become redundant, as the sensors alone could determine whether a player is offside or even whether the ball crossed the goal line or not.
This innovation may in fact be so accurate that hundreds of referees and linesmen could end up being forced to look for a new line of work.
But that accuracy may be at the expense of the game's passion. There'll no longer be those eternal debates after the game. Did the referee make a major mistake?
Nowadays for the football, it's more important for the technology to that they can use it, because there's so much at stake sometimes for the clubs when you win or lose. So I think it's good for the football.
This new sensor technology developed in secret labs is big business. Other sports like American football and field hockey could soon latch on to the idea. In fact, rivals are reported to have visited the stadium at night to slice up the grass and see how the technology works.
The competition is severe in our markets, and Tenkat is ahead of the competition, I think, and we want to stay ahead. So that's why we made a complete system with all the layers, and one of the layers is the sensoric system. And of course, when you are ahead, other ones are spying around, and they want to have the same knowledge, the same content and the same system.
In fact, the information captured by the sensors could be extremely valuable for rival teams who want to know about the performance of certain players or how they take free kicks or penalties. So a secure firewall had to be developed too, so that only the manager has access to the information.
You know where is the space in the field, and when you see where the players the most part of the game are, you know where is the space to play. So that you can use in your analysis to tell the players, the opponent, we will surprise maybe.
The sensors can also help the club cut costs, because they can signal which parts of the pitch are being overused.
Normally such a pitch can go 3-5 years, and when you maintenance it very well and use it very well, then you can easily go for 5, 7, 10 years. That means you save money, and that means that this will pay back in a short time.
For players, the system could soon become a Big Brother-style nightmare. There'll be no hiding from the sensors, as they'll be able to detect all movement on the grass, and even more detail if players eventually begin to wear them too. But for the time being, players don't seem to realize the significance of the technology.
If you don't do anything and you score 3 times and they don't say anything to you, normally I run a lot, so I'm not concerned about it.
Heracles' trophy cupboard is looking rather bare. They haven't won anything since the 1930s. But with luck, the new technology, along with some new signings, could change all that.